finna turn into a vision. To educate new generations is our mission.
Wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. Now wait again, minute. Wave your hands with it. We top picks like we all up on the gram with it.
The Gammon podcast. I am Gammon. Of course, I got my co-host tonight. Every other night, because she come when she want to come. But what's your name?
I don't know. You tell me. I might have forgotten the time I didn't come.
Anyway, go get her. So that being said, also we have a special guest tonight by the name of CAPRI, DaBestest. Well, we know her as DaBestest in our area here in Suffolk, Virginia. So tonight we're going to get all up in her business, find out what she has going on, who she's with, when she's with them, and when she's not.
Oh boy.
No, but anyway, I'm just messing with you. So how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was good. Yeah.
Did you have what did you do?
What did I do this past weekend? I just relaxed a lot. I don't think I went anywhere. My friend Chantel Diverse.
Oh yeah.
Make sure y'all stream her.
Yeah,
She came in town from Florida. She lives in Florida now. So we went out. We did go out to premiere.
Okay.
Shout out Ray. But we did go out there Saturday night. But Friday, other than that, it was just chilling, trying to recoup.
Yeah, see, you know what? Yeah. Let me say something good. You have to recoup and take your time now because you're getting up there, right? You're getting up there in age, so you got to kind of like take it slow.
Hey, that's the truth.
Yeah.
Catching up with me.
Yeah, absolutely. So can you please introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners of Way to Gammon podcast?
I'm CAPRI DaBestest of Amelia Entertainment.
And you went to...
Oh, where I went? Where I went to school? Y'all want to know that? Oh, I went to Lakeland. Yeah, not Nesman River.
Yeah, she went to one of.
Please be clear.
The boring schools
Cavalier
here in Suffolk, Virginia. Okay, so you went to Lakeland, and you are with Amelia Entertainment. So
yes, ma'am.
What is that about? Like, what is Amelia Entertainment?
Amelia Entertainment is an entertainment company, servicing primarily the 757 area. I work with and deal with independent artists. I offer them a platform to showcase their talent, get them on the radio, give them showcases, take them out of town. And I also work with other small businesses and offer them promo material, posters, flyers, brochures, banners, whatever you need to, help promote your business.
Yeah. Okay. So why do you want to work with, are they called indie artists?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, indie is short for independent.
Okay. Independent.
Meaning, not signed.
Not signed. Okay. So what made you want to work with them versus trying to, work with someone who already has a deal?
Well, I've always loved music, since 12, 13 years old. And, I got into it years ago, just by being on the scene, Mm-hmm. Of course, I didn't just start out like, oh, I want to work with artists, Mm-hmm. It started out with me just being on the scene. I was managing an artist called Ron Bishop, and, I just got introduced to the local scene, to go into the shows. And, I just loved it. I love the people and I love, I just love music. So, I just got offered the opportunity to throw my first showcase. And, by CEOP and XXL, and it was a wrap from there, and it's just something I find pleasure in. It's a passion of mine, just helping them, reach some of their small-term goals.
Right. So when you're dealing with them, right, what do you say to someone who just get into it, but they seem like they're frustrated? They seem like, whatever they're trying isn't working. Like, what do you say to them to motivate them to keep pushing?
Keep going. Seriously, for one, I always tell artists, believe in yourself, promote yourself. It's like it's a million independent artists out here trying to get on, trying to be the next superstar. You know what I'm saying? First off, what sets you apart from them? You got to recognize that as well. And then it's all about marketing. It's all about marketing. The artists that do have the deals are no better than the artists that are at my shows every week. But a lot of them marketed themselves better, or maybe they may have had the more money to market themselves or what have you. But it's all about marketing and just getting yourself out there to the people.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I know you always post about people promoting themselves.
That's right. Every day.
Why don't we do that as a people? I feel like, how can why don't we promote our own self, but we want somebody else to promote us to stand behind us? It doesn't make sense. to me.
I just right before I came here, I think it was the last status I actually posted. I said nobody is gonna believe in you more than you believe in yourself.
Right.
Nobody's gonna push you more than you push yourself, and I see that all the time. You know, the artists they don't push themselves, they don't promote themselves, they get mad if Capri ain't behind them. But yet, if I look at your page, you don't do nothing. Like, why would I want to be behind you? Or why would I want to, like put you on my team when you don't bring no value? You don't even promote yourself. You don't push yourself, to any regard. But to answer your question, I don't know. Like, I would love to know. And that's not even what artists is with any business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have what somebody out there needs what you have. But if they don't know you have it or they don't see it, I mean, you wasting your time, you wasting your money, you wasting your energy, and sometimes I know promoting, especially when you say on social media, it can get repetitive, I can get repetitive, but you just it's the internet these days. It's so many different ways to create different content, you know what I'm saying, just to gather a different audience or just, that's why I tell them just content creation is so important. It's more than just posting my link or just posting my flyer. You just got to engage with the people any way you can and get them in tune,
Yeah. And that's, you actually said a mouthful, but what you said, it was actually true. And I think a lot of times we as people, we want everything we see somebody else have, but we don't want to work. And I think it's like the generation after us, I think they're kind of lost because they want everything microwave, so they don't want to work, but they want the fancy car, they want the fancy house, they want all the girls. Them girls not gonna be on you. You ain't got nothing to give.
Exactly.
Right. So it's just it's definitely crazy out here. So I see you at these showcases and stuff like that, whatever. So what motivates you to keep going? Like, because I know like you dealing with a lot of different people, different attitudes and stuff. Like, I've been saying, fuck it, like I ain't got time. Y'all can have tonight,
right? And I love it, man. I love it, Gam. Like I just love it. You know what I'm saying? I love it. That's the only answer for it because it's not enough money in it. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not for no money. It's I love it. It's my passion. It's what I love to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that really keeps me going.
So it's like a drug to you.
It is. It is. Like it's especially in our area. And I say especially in our area, not being biased because I've been to many different states, you know what I'm saying, taking these artists in state to state. And I love music. I don't care where you're from. You know what I'm saying? Of course I'm gonna support 757 more than anything, but I love good music, you know what I'm saying? And we really have some of the best talent like out there. And it's exciting to me just seeing them, every month, when I have my shows, seeing new faces and just seeing how talented this area really is.
Now that I'm glad you said that because I do believe that Virginia is very talented. I think that we're underrated. And I don't know if it's just our area that's like that or it like why can't we be like Atlanta or LA or Chicago? Like,
I mean, it's just our market, like we lack resources, you know what I'm saying? Our area just, in a lot of ways just don't compare to them. It's just not a major music market, you know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, we do have to work 50, 100, 1,000 times harder, than the artists in Cali because they have so many, resources and just different opportunities that we don't have here.
So have you thought about starting a record label?
Oh man, I definitely have. I said the other day, I said, if I hit the lottery, like I'm deactivating my Facebook, I'm moving to, I ain't gonna tell y'all where I'm moving because y'all might try to find me. And I'm gonna come back in 6 months. I'm gonna start my label and grab the artists. Like I definitely have thought about it, but it takes money,
Really?
Like
Yeah,
a lot of money.
to start a
Yes,
record label?
to be a successful record label, it takes a lot of money. A lot of money.
So, like, have you like met people that you can actually like partner up with, like that can invest?
yeah, that's about
I
it.
mean,
in the background, so you can start the record label.
I mean, I definitely have people that would invest in me. But I don't know. Like I
What is
definitely
the butt?
I
The butt
butt
sound
is-
like an excuse.
yeah. Yeah. And that's one of my goals for this 2023. Like procrastination, is a
Yeah.
big problem of mine.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like I've accomplished a lot, but I know that if I didn't have this spirit of procrastination, I could have been a lot farther than I
But
am.
that's good that you recognize that.
Yeah, I do.
That's real
I
good.
do.
Because
I
how long have you
procrastinate.
been promoting and
I
doing the
threw
showcase?
I threw my first showcase in what's this 20 was it 2012. Yeah,
That is
2012.
a long time.
10
Yeah.
years. Yeah, 10
Yeah,
years. It'll be
that's
10 years
11
this
years.
year. Yeah.
2012, we in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think it
that's
was
11 years.
Yeah. That was my first showcase I had. It was like a partner type of thing. It was, this was never nothing. I was like, oh, I want to throw shows,
Yeah.
I just was on the scene, and the people who was basically running the scene at that time, they started the city showcases, which I carried on: Suffolk show, Norfolk show, Virginia Beach show. And they said, oh, Capri, you from Suffolk? You want to help us put together the Suffolk show? And I'm like, sure. So I did. And that was my first one. And it was, again, I just didn't stop.
Right.
But
That's good.
yeah.
So
that's
when you're having these showcases, right? And I know a lot of times it'd be like mostly rap artists. Like,
Mhm.
what is the atmosphere like? I know like some people may feel like, oh, it's a bunch of young people. I don't want to come because it's going to be riff-raff or whatever.
Right.
Whatever. So what is the atmosphere on a general?
On a
Night
general
frame.
night, good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes. Like I always try to preach, support each other. So it's, always good vibes. Everybody, majority of the time supporting each other and just loving on each other and networking on each other. Like that's one of the main things I take pride in is bringing people together. Like it's so many, relationships. And I don't mean like real personal and business, just artists, everybody. So many relationships have been built just from my shows, so I love that. But, it's good vibes, like, it can, it is, it's young rappers, you know what I'm saying? So you definitely, I've had to pick and choose, sometimes and, watch people and see what they own because, it's not just rappers, it's just this generation.
Yeah.
This generation, they don't have no regard for anything, and that's one of the things that I really, really hate. Because one of the main things I always loved about music, especially, is so many guys so many guys have said, "Oh, Capri, you helped change my life." Freddie Boy Buck is one of them. I don't know if y'all know him. He from Suffolk.
Yeah.
He always tell me I helped him on his path just to be a better person and to get off the block and get off the streets. Gave them something to look forward to, coming to the shows and performing, doing something that they love. So that's one thing I've always took pride in. Even for these few hours they here, they safe. They doing something that they love, but. In 2023, it can definitely get crazy. It's like now, like I said, I got to second guess everybody that I put on the show because you don't know who, what they own, what they gonna do, or, and it really hurts me. You know what I'm saying? Like it really do. It hurt my feelings that I gotta look at somebody and stereotype them based on, what they might be posting on Instagram. That nah, I don't really want you at my show, but it's like, what do you do?
Life. Yeah. And you definitely got to make sure that the people that come to patronize and and the people that come to listen are safe.
Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
Exactly.
people out here on different level now. So I know you said that one of the guys came to you and told you how you changed his life. So that has to be impactful, right?
Absolutely.
So what's up in the next 2 to 3 years for you? Besides stopping the procrastination, we're gonna exit that out. We ain't gonna talk about that no more. That's a done deal.
Oh man. Well, for me, which I've already started, just kind of, of course I still do shows, I just don't do as many like as I used to. I'm just trying to focus on bigger, and better things, more out of town invasions, more building seminars and conferences. And, I got a lot of stuff, big stuff coming up, you know what I'm saying? And, slowly but surely just leaving open mics and the showcases to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to elevate. Just keep doing things that be a little bit more impactful. Learning.
Yeah, I definitely feel that, and I respect that, and especially when you know that you can do so much more.
Right.
Then why not expand your brand?
Right.
And I know I seen a thing you're doing something with the men.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's called King Talk. I did one. I think you were there. Yeah. Were you there? Shantae was there. But it was Queen Talk. So it was inspired by Amber Hurley. She had basically called me out. So so I kind of like was forced to do the Queen Talk, basically where we were honoring, a couple of women, so I did that and it was very successful. It was a great time.
Yeah.
And so I was just thinking like a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, I feel like a lot of time our Black men doesn't get honored enough. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of them that's doing a lot of dope stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them that then changed their life from the block to owning multiple businesses and things like that. So I just want to honor them. I want to honor our men. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just gonna be the same type of vibe. Just showing, paying homage, just letting them know, like, hey, we see you.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Oh, that's nice. So when is that?
I don't have a date yet,
okay.
but it's coming up soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be dope and different.
Mhm.
And at the same time, you're going to be pushing those who already doing what they need to do, and then encouraging and building others too.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna, honestly, I think that's gonna grow like wildfire.
And that's really what it's about. Especially with our men.
Yeah.
We need more of the men that's doing the right thing to be in the forefront, and for them to inspire others. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of our youth, they lost. They don't really have nobody to look up to. So just honoring the men that's giving these youth a positive example. Like you can do better.
Yeah. Okay, so we talked about that, and we're still in the line of men. So like people want to know, like, are you involved? Are you on ice? Like what's going on with the bestest?
I
mean,
I'm on ice.
You on ice? Well,
Yeah. I mean, I'm single. I'm single, but
Okay.
I have a friend.
You have a friend. So
Yeah.
so now, from my understanding, I just want to make sure you don't mix business with pleasure, right?
No.
With none of your artists, like you're strict about that.
No. I will say it. I've said it a million times. No. Absolutely not.
Okay.
Like I started that really from the beginning because it's like, for one, I don't want nobody trying to in which they have, I like a lot of trying to talk to me just because you think you want to get on my Nora show, or know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we not, from the beginning that was my mindset. But a lot of them are younger anyway, especially now, like I'm 43 years old. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you who you remind me of. Miss
Man, so many people say that to me.
Like
so many people say that to me. So many people say that to me.
Yeah, is that a good thing for you though?
Yeah, I love Deb.
Yeah.
Like I love Deb. I hope to meet her. You know what I'm saying? I really hope to meet her.
I'm for you. Hold on.
You got her
Hold
on
up.
Sweet Dial?
Yeah. I'm gonna hook y'all up.
Yeah, I hope to meet her. And I think I might meet her soon too.
Yeah. I'm sure you will, because you're definitely on the path.
Yeah.
So what's up your sleeve? Because when you just said that, I promise you, like my whole right side got a little chill, because I'm a type of person where it's right. It's okay to keep some things, right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Some things you keep until they actually come
Right.
to fruition. But what can you tell us? What's going on with you, or some things that are in works for you, or on the same street you can look out your window and see?
Well,
I'll be watching.
I mean, like you say, you try not. I try not, especially on speak too much,
Right.
until it happened,
Mhm.
until they be saying, "Oh, well, you said,"
Yeah.
and but I definitely got something dope. Like I feel like it's super big coming up
Okay.
this May the 6th. Y'all make sure y'all.
Oh, wait a
If
minute,
you are
specific date and
artist,
everything.
if you are artist, May the 6th, just for me, it's super big, and it's yeah.
It's gonna move.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing for the artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
I definitely feel you on that. What else I want to ask you? It's like so much on my mind, but I don't want to push you too much. But I want to ask you this though. I know that you're on Gifted team, right?
I'm his booking manager.
Or you're the booking manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how is that coming along?
Great.
So you the
Good.
booking manager, you do the shows, like you kind of like do it all.
Yeah. So like with Gifted, you know, I met him 2017. He came to perform at one of my open mics. You know, loved him since there because Gifted is very, very, very talented, you know. So, you know, it was an instant click. And he always said, you know, and I introduced him, just like I was saying before, just building the relationships for my shows. So I introduced him to a lot of people in his life that, you know, is very important to him. So he always said, Pri, you know, if I ever, you know, if I ever make it or if I ever get there, I'm taking you with me. So, you know, when he went viral and everything started, you know, happening fast, he was like, okay, let's get in position. You know what I'm saying? So the bookings was coming in crazy. So, you know, then he allotted me his booking manager, but it's going very, very, very well for Gifted. Very well.
I think he's ahead of his time.
Yeah.
He's very, he's young, but he's very wise.
Yes.
Like, and he's a dear sweetheart. And
he's a very
I know
sweetheart.
God is going to really move. Yeah, he's going to definitely move on his behalf. So my last question to you is, what is a misconception that people have of Capri that you are aware of?
Oh man, a misconception. Some people say I'm mean.
You're mean?
Yeah. And I don't understand how they say that or why they say that, but yeah, that's definitely a misconception that I've heard that like multiple times, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, such and such scared to say something to you because they think you mean or whatever. But a lot of times I know my face, you know, my facial is, I do, you know, especially if I'm at events. Like, and I will say, I really don't like people talking to me at events because, you know, sometimes at events, people be coming and try to, you know, like be in your ear, but it's like, bro, I'm trying to record this artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but that's definitely a misconception. You know, I'm definitely not mean. Like anybody, if you get to know me, like I'm one of the sweetest persons ever. I give you anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but that's definitely a misconception. I don't understand it. You think I mean?
No.
Oh.
But you didn't give me everything either. So what I
I don't know. But
no, I don't think you mean though. I don't think
you know.
You mean. Okay, so we have enjoyed our conversation. Ms. Go-Getter, you got any last question for
No.
DaBestest?
No. I don't have anything else for DaBestest.
So look at that camera right there, right? And tell us how your time has been since you've been on Way to Game in the podcast tonight.
My time has been amazing. Thank you for having me, guys.
And also tell the people where they can find you.
Y'all can find me on
not on the corner, y'all, but she gonna tell y'all.
Oh man. Okay. So where can y'all find me? Facebook, Capri Lawrence. Instagram, Amelia Entertainment. Twitter, Amelia Entertainment. Pri. Yeah, I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Google her, y'all.
Google me.
Hey. Absolutely. So with that being said, stay tuned to all things Way to Gammon. Good night.
Good night.
Invest in yourself. Way to Gammon podcast is now offering business shout outs. Contact us today to have your business shout out during our weekly episodes. Our podcast can be seen and heard on all major platforms. So can your business. Contact us today. Tonight's episode has been sponsored by Crocker Funeral Home Incorporated, a new tradition of quality. 900 East Washington Street, Suffolk, VA 23434, a full-service funeral home. Contact them today for all of your professional needs. 757-539-7443 is the way to go. Crocker Funeral Home.